get into the levels. Pre-market high 21767.5. I might be taking this retest up to the upside. 5 minute. Eh, it's okay amount of volume, but we have two 5 minute candles into that broke above pre-market highs, but we also have 9:45 and 10 a.m. news, so I am cautious a little bit. Might take a smaller size, but this is definitely a trade I want to take. Just trying to see on the 1 minute chart for entries. Alright, we discussed pre-market high levels. 8:30 open, 21,680.25. Midnight open, 21,678.25. Pre-market lows, 21,655.5. As I stated, we have 9:45 news and 10 a.m. news. Just curious, so I just want a nice stable level here. Let's draw it for us. I want a nice stable level here to form, and then break above the upside. Shout out to Desi Trades. He likes to do a bear flag breakout. Said the wrong word. Bull flag breakout. But let's see if it does form on the 1 minute chart. Right now nothing is happening, but great. I love this consolidation above pre-market highs. Makes me long. Has a long bias. Can't short any of these levels. I guess my thesis would be wrong if it's below this level. So these are the pre-market highs of yesterday's candles. I've put it here in the combined. So we broken above, a retest touching this and respecting it would make me bullish, even if there is news right now. So, and if the news happens and we still stay above, I'm even more bullish. So let's see. I think we have decreased volume because of the news. Yeah, we are about 10,000 less than typical opening range volume for both the 930 and the 935 candle. And now we're entering the 940 candle. Yep. So my thesis is that we're going to retest this level and then we're going to rip up. Maybe 2 weeks ago, if I was in a super aggressive pre-market high breakout trader, I would have taken this position at 938, not respecting the 945 news. But news is coming, and I definitely want it to stay above here. Okay. I will say this 941 candle was tempting to buy, but that's exactly why I'm shout out to Jay Dunn staying patient. This would have got me immediately emotional, would have wrecked me. So technically on the 5 minute chart this is still a bullish candle since this high is above the high here formed on the recent 5 minute. Oh yeah, this candle would have completely wrecked me. Maybe a liquidity grab below the trap. All the stop losses below here. Yep. 9:45 news still about to happen in about a minute 30. Perfect. Now, if it wicks above, that would be great. Wicks above, that would be great. Let's do let's do. Oops. Alright, so because on the 1 minute chart it's not respecting these lines, I think it does want to fall 40 more points to this line. Let's see if it's going to be playing and consolidating around yesterday's highs. But if it's not respecting it, that's that's a, that doesn't look great for the bulls. All right, 9:45 news. Nothing. Okay. Two closes above, and then I'm interested in long. If it closes above the purple line, I am interested. Then stop loss right under here. Okay, I'm in.
Order filled.
I'm in. Stop loss right below where that candle was. Did I buy the wrong contracts? Oh yeah, bump it up. Bump it up. We're in. We're in. Again, I won't be taking any partials until 2R, so that's 840 right here. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Grizzly. 21,800. Yeah, you could. My 3R target is at 833, not 800. Oh, okay, getting ready to nuke it. Getting ready to take my stop loss in case it does wick all the way down, which is definitely a possibility. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. No adding to losers for me. Just gotta make sure I stay disciplined. Grizzly talked about putting the stop at 740, but that's just super unnecessary risk. If it's gonna fail and close below here, it's gonna fail. It's not gonna rip back up, so it just invalidates my thesis. Uh, yep, looks like it's gonna tag
Order
it.
filled.
Yep, I'm out. I'm out, guys. Oh yeah, that's why. That's why. Yep, let's take a reset. Uh huh. Take a reset there. If it stays underneath pre-market highs and kind of chops in between these two levels, it's gonna be a no trade again for me. I don't trade these scalps. no FOMO, nothing, anything like that. Of course, it sucks and stings that I lost that first trade. That was a double position, but um, live to trade another day. And I know that even if I see ugly setups now, I don't have to take it. I always have to take my cleaner setups, my A plus setups. Those are what I'm looking at. And which is my breakout system. It just fits well with my personality. I love to see those higher multiples. Of course, I can scalp, but I think for me, it's super hard. I get really emotional. Scalping is maybe it's just not meshing with my personality, but it's a basic skill that people need to learn, and it's hard for me. Like for example, certain levels like I understand some strategies where like there's easy bounces where you can scalp a couple cents after every time with key resistances and supports. Break retest scalps. You can scalp kind of 5 minute uh, volume imbalances. Either it tells you something with increased buying pressure or increased selling pressure. Scalps like that. So tons of ways that I have experimented, but for some reason, maybe it's my risk parameters or my my personality, but the losses always seem to outweigh the winners. I can never hold my winners long enough to overcome the losers for scalping at least. Or scalping. Yeah, if it keeps chopping in between here, if the 10 a.m. news doesn't rip it up or rip it back below, I'm not interested. I remembered why I went into that monologue. So, like a sniper, I only have one more bullet. So, I know 2 days ago I took 3 bullets, and that was a mistake in hindsight. Definitely should have only taken two. So, right now we're going to only look for two. Last one. Again, if it comes above and holds the previous high here at 760, I am interested in another attempt long with the same strategy, pre-market high, break and pre-market high, respect. But right now it's doing a break retest on the downside, so it's not respecting that. So staying open to the possibilities, let it play out.
The market is open.
Oh my gosh! See, that's why.
Data ISM services.
That is why I have my
I know.
levels there. That's a gap. That's a gap. Oh man, just wiping out. How many points is that from my level? I think I was at.
All right, let's see.
I think I was definitely not there. I was right here at right around 750. 750. Did it go to 650? Did it go to 650? It's close. It went to 670. Wow. 750 to 670 in.
You guys can see TikTok. We have a ton of sellers up here. It's 6,000 on ES. This is my main watch for reject on Spire ES. Main watch for reject up there with all those selling orders sitting.
Ooh. Okay, level to level. Greg from Team Bull loves to preach these level to level, so it touch these 3 levels. So if it stays above this purple line, it's gonna retouch. Yeah, it's gonna retouch. I agree with you, Greg. Let's see, 717. Yeah, that's 50 points. That's a good scalp. Unfortunately, it's not a breakout system, so I don't want to take the trade on my E-Trade account. Yeah, I would have taken it with you, Greg.
Greg took the longs, guys. Greg took the longs. I'm still in no trades. Greg took NQ longs, though. Can you hear me? Alright, you took the longs?
Yes, sir.
Good luck, brother.
733.
Ooh, ooh,
Check
ooh.
out Brandon's sharing screen. You can only have one screen share, but he's got a book map open.
If it holds above the 717 level, still respecting the longs. Just kind of did a little baby tap. Okay, just one attempt today at break retest pre-market highs. No problem. Oof. Okay, not respecting it. Now that news is over. That was fantastic volume at 10 a.m. Maybe some velocity might happen. Oof, oof. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta close the longs. I agree. It's not respecting the thesis. Not respecting the thesis.
Just waiting, guys.
As a scalper, I would now have a short bias here for my breakout system. Nothing. Power of 3 wants me to be short, so it did tag it and respect it here, 680.
For downside is if we close down here, retest back up.
Is there some key levels there? Yeah, actually,
NQ to
555.
get this to look.
Oof. Heck no,
20.
they got smoked.
This actually looks halfway decent. We'll see.
Yeah, there's no way I would have caught this short, even with any of my, even with the momentum indicators. It didn't reveal that to me.
If you guys want a higher risk entry for the
Okay, there is an orb entry actually.
lows like this, below the 15-minute low, get strong volume, good close.
So with orb, I will not take a position on my E-Trade account. I'll just take it here.
15 or so points of risk on your NQ position.
I just take it here, and then until I get more data that it's a very that it fits my system. So yep. So I am interested in some orb shorts. Let's see if it pulls back. Nope, no pullback, no entry. But we have pre-market lows here that I'm interested in. Yeah, great, good, very good, very good.
Higher volume like that, aggressive push below the support, you have a better chance at continuing the move without the retest. Because that's the only time I'm open to you guys for taking that short early. So the best entry, the safest entry is when you retest back up, fail, show proof of that lower high to continue down, but sometimes you don't get the retest when you have higher volume like you done in this push. I'm okay with you guys taking it early.
Yep, 655 is the level I'm looking for a break retest. Yeah, I definitely think it's gonna hit it. Yeah, there's a lot of selling pressure. Last 5 minutes. Oh yeah.
Almost 30 points.
Yeah, I saw what Jaden's talking about here. The orb shorts. I kind of completely missed it. My line was so short. I forgot about it, to be honest. But this news, yeah, it's kind of from a news perspective. That's not. I don't like to trade that from news. For it to validate, but it has broken pre-market lows. Will this be?
Way up at 748, so a while ago.
Now, several things could happen here. This could be, yep, a double wick that rebounds all the way up. So basically, reverse breakout. Let's see though.
Good warning lesson there. If you don't want to wait for the pullback, whenever you break the opening range, it's higher risk. But when you have an aggressive sell candle or buy candle like that with confirming volume, you know the buyers or sellers are aggressive on the move, then you can potentially catch that early move. You just have to understand and take into account you have more risk on the table.
Honestly, for me, this looks like a reversal. So what it looks like here is gonna probably do something like that. I think it looks like it's likely to do something like that versus something like that. So scenario one, more likely than scenario two, in my opinion. Yeah, look at that super aggressive 30 point swing back to the upside, leaving a huge wick. Huge wick. Oh yeah.
So now I talk about a lot is when you get that initial push down, the aggressive move to the downside is buy up.
Okay, it's gonna be retesting orb shorts, the orb lows. Let's see if it does. So we have two confirming candles, one based on news, the other was valid. Now I'm waiting for this retest right back down. That's a nice 60-point move. Just decent.
You notice why we bounced that level? I wasn't watching. Correct.
Why do we bounce that level? Nope. Not to me unless
No shorts for me yet, guys. Won't say that aggressive move down and dip. I need confirmation before I try it.
it stays below this purple line. I'm interested. Purple to purple. Say below this white line, I'm double confirming interested. I'm waiting for a second candle to confirm. If it leaves me, so be it, but I'd like to have a second confirmation.
Price action was used. I think this was enough, but range
706. Nope, don't have that level correct. Yeah, depending on where this ends up.
No offense speaker in 3 minutes too.
Yeah, I'm in. Let's enter some shorts.
Order filled.
Yeah, stop loss right here. Let's do this. Break down with a wick back up. The orb is less valuable. Back down we go. Man, I don't like this price action. Stochastics is still going up, and even though it is coming down, there's no downturn in the stochastics. Don't like the way this is going. Oh yeah, there we go. $1,200 is my first take profit on my options. Oh man, yeah, that's so bullish, so bullish. Eat the tail, come on, go down again.
Well, nice job, De Leon. You killed that, bro. Love to see that.
I think I'm getting chopped up in this range. It was a mistake. I will say, yeah, I will announce it was a mistake to enter here for my contracts. I only wanted to enter futures for the orb shorts retests.
What do you say, Grizzly? Take a trade? Nope. Nothing right here for me. Maybe a little tricky day if we just chop back and forth.
Yeah, that's what's happening now, chopping back and forth.
The one thing I liked today was that initial close and that aggressive move down, but as far as callouts, I've had no callouts on the live. I'm open to it. I was thinking about a short entry in here with stops above 35. I just haven't seen anything in the light for me yet.
Yeah, my stops is
Unless
above.
that's 5-minute closes. That hasn't even been an hour yet.
Alright, getting ready to pull the trigger.
Whenever you see that aggressive push down with the reclaim up, higher probability you keep trending on up. Close that 5-minute on there as well.
Uh-oh.
No shorts for me.
Yeah, based on this price action, looks like it's gonna tag my stop loss. So, yeah. After that, I'll be done for today. Otherwise, we'll still be in this short. No adding to losing positions. Even though I will be averaging down. No, don't have some bad habits. Don't start with it. got chopped up in the range. I didn't want. I forgot my own parameters about orb and not taking the positions on my options, so I'm taking a double loss here. Nope, not gonna close it until it reclaims here 740 on the futures, which it will. That's an oh well for me. I'm not gonna take it off at break even because my thesis is still not invalidated.
What's up, Alicia? New here, welcome. Well, first off, if you guys are new here or you've been here for a while and you're not already, make sure you tap it and hit that follow button. We're live every single day.
I'm very surprised.
Try to find you guys winners.
Very surprised. Still not taking it off. Orb shorts. Oh, I'm very surprised.
My time frames are mixed right now. 5 minutes saying test back down to move on up, but my 15-minute is unclear. 4 hours unclear. 1 hour is unclear.
Let's see.
Who wants to be a moderator here? Who wants to be a moderator for our chat? I gotta recognize your face in the lives. You gotta be an OG coming in every day. They never added a moderator before. Who wants the man hammer power? I'm gonna keep watch out of y'all.
Looks like it's gonna be a slow grind downward or slow chop sideways. This is not where I want to be, but I'm gonna follow my systems. 2R, I take some partials.
Now y'all typing. Now y'all typing. What's up, Drew? I see you, bro.
Complete flat line on the 1 minute, starting at about 10:20. Not where I want to be.
Order filled.
Okay, 2 trades. I am out. All right. It was a mistake to take it on my options account, but we live and we learn. All right. Hope everyone has had a great trading Wednesday. I am done. Was that a wasted bullet? Possibly, but I have to follow my process, follow my system. Even though GHN has been trading for 9 years and saw that this move was making invalidating the orb, um, I can see that then. Yeah, especially after news. So yeah, well, it's what it is. We don't have our risk defined. Can I be mad? Would I have taken that again? That second trade was debatable. The first one, I would have taken it 100 times over. So we would have been left with one bullet or a fuzzy one bullet. All right, I'll close the live stream. Thank you for tuning in. Catch you guys tomorrow.